It all begins with an idea. A stupid idea that no one in their right mind would ever try to make a film about. And you take that stupid idea and you build upon it. And you build upon it until it's so absurd that people have to take you seriously.
What is genius, and who has it? Is it the biggest film director of the modern century, Isaac Miller? Yes, it is. Isaac Miller is a known genius, yet mysterious and unknown. In order to discover Isaac Miller, we must dive deep into his world and ask questions we may not want the answer to.
Well, I'm Janine Jesus. I'm a teacher at Oxford with film studies, and I've been teaching there for 18 years.
I'm Detroit, Boston. I'm the editor of this upcoming movie.
I'm Amber. I don't have a last name because my commune doesn't believe in them.
Isaac Miller, film director.
You don't know who I am? You're the actor who starred in Toes in the Oven, the magnificent one, the pretty one, the one who was only in the background for 3 seconds.
I'm sorry, that's not an Isaac Miller film.
Perhaps I should demonstrate.
Did you just put a cat on the chair?
That's just my magnificent acting.
Have you starred in any Isaac Miller plays?
Why, thank you.
That's not an answer. What makes Isaac Miller's films stand out to you more than others? You know, the use of his camera angles, the use of color, just everything about his film is just spectacular. Isaac Miller is known for his very different style of shot. What's it like trying to edit those together?
So in Naked Mole Rats at Sunset, there's this one piece where this man, Isaac Clarke, too, was riding on a horse and he jumped onto another horse. It was a shot facing up from the angle of the floor. So when you recorded that, you had to edit it so it would be one shot, then one shot, then one shot, and I feel like that's a very hard thing to emulate.
You're known for your influential shots. How do you decide upon these?
Well, it's all about the scene that you're trying to do and the mood that you're trying to capture. For instance, in Red Band on the Moon, I was in the astronaut scene. It was a triumphant moment when mankind finally captures the red band on the moon. And in order to give the audience that sense of victory, you point the camera directly into the sun so that you cannot see anything. The brilliant light really just helps the audience understand the glory of the situation.
I hear Isaac Miller can be a hard director to work with. Would you say that's the case?
I would say so. He can be a little informative at times and use some fruitful language towards certain members of the cast. And I feel like growing up in Mississippi, I've had to deal with that a lot. If you couldn't tell, I've got quite the history and yelling at people.
Although he can be seen in this light, he is beloved.
Whenever I watch his films, I feel like the stars align.
Yes, his film, they brought back so many good memories.
He's just a visionary of his kind. He's just above all mortal humans in a way that he can find just emotion in the most mundane things. We made an entire film about a pineapple once, and it was... Here. Thank you. It just brings men to tears, you know.
After his breakthrough hit, Marmalade in Moonlight, Isaac became a recluse and wasn't often seen out in public. But our filmmakers were granted unprecedented access, the likes of which were never seen before.
And why isn't your editor out here with us?
Oh, he's not allowed in here past 12 a.m. He acts a bit differently. Alright, so this is the set of this is a sneak peek on the set of my newest film called, wait for it, The Brick Mason and the Tablecloth, right? So, when you look at this area, I see 4 chairs scattered about. 4 empty chairs. Why are they so scattered? That's the question I ask myself every day. Why is this pencil left out in the rain? That is the question I ask myself every day. That's the question I try to answer with my filmmaking. The things that no one thinks about. The things that no one thinks about, but it turns out they actually have a profound impact. This is a model house that we are currently using on the studio. You know, I really think the color of the wood, the color of the windowsill, really says a lot about the people who live here. That's the kind of thing I am always looking out for. How does color impact perceived personality? Well, in our society, there's a certain veneration of celebrities that has developed within the past half a century or so. All I can say is that I am making bank.
After 16 hours with this filmmaker, our crew was growing weary, but we weren't wanting to have it end at any point. However, we were very quickly escorted out of the premises. The crew left in tears. It was very emotional. But Isaac Miller is too genius to be discoverable.